At the edge of the rising sun, the rift plains awaken.
The hominid wanders alone, relying on chipped stones, quick judgment, and relentless curiosity to survive among beasts built for war.
Among the herd stands a titan, a dominant bull, a creature whose bones could withstand the charge. The wind brings warnings, the musk of agitation. The hominid feels it before seeing it.
The hominid feels the change. Movement like this only happens for a reason.
The hominid freezes. The plains rarely stage one battle at a time.
It is the intelligence of giants, shaped by eons.
The young African hominid marvels at a creature, wounded but unbroken.
The hominid approaches it carefully, knowing missteps here are fatal.
The yunt male hominid sees disaster forming in slow motion. The young female hominid watches the titan slide into shadow. The hominid grips the ground as vibrations shake the air. The hominid sees the fight for life begin again. Gravity is the new predator. The hominid recognizes the grim rhythm of the savannah. The Homo sapiens watches instinct collide with miscalculation. The early Homo erectus hominid sees titan strength outmatch hunger. The hominid realizes these giants defend their own. The hominid feels those calls in bone and marrow. The hominid watches a display of unity few creatures can match. The hominid knows this fragile pause won't last. The deadliest encounter is only beginning.
The hominid crouches among reeds, realizing the herd is growing restless, a tension that vibrates through the mud like distant thunder. A single snort becomes a signal. The hominid senses the shift, an ancient language of giants preparing to move. Dust is the herd's herald, and the hominid sees the message clearly. Movement means danger.
The predator has returned, drawn not by the hominid, but by the weakest buffalo ancestor drifting behind the herd.
In prehistory, danger doesn't arrive one at a time. It stacks, compresses, and corners life into impossible decisions.
The hominid feels the earth itself, warn of the approaching tide. One chase is enough to ignite the stampede. Pinion, a chain reaction older than fire. The hominid breaks into a sprint, lungs burning, running from a wall of muscle and momentum. For the hominid, the world shrinks to breath, instinct, and the instinctive terror of being erased. Even predators fear stampedes. Chaos is the true apex hunter. Stone saves where skill failed. The boulders become ancient shields. Nature rarely opens doors. The hominid leaps through before it seals shut.
In massive herds, the fallen are left behind. The hominid sees the price of panic.
Surviving the herd only sharpens its hunger, and now the hominid is the nearest target.
Silence returns, but it carries the weight of unfinished violence.
The hominid runs, every muscle fueled by a primal fear that predates language. Death becomes a barrier, a crude fortress earned by chaos.
Intelligence meets intelligence, both hominid and predator searching for the flaw in the other. The smell of blood and warm flesh thickens, drawing other unseen watchers.
as a stampede now becomes a duel, Small's giant hunter.
Daylight thins, leaving only instinct, predator hunger versus hominid desperation.
It probes for weakness, but the hominid grips the broken horn tighter, refusing to break. In this ancient dance, courage matters less than timing, and the hominid feels the moment approaching. Darkness becomes the predator's ally, but the hominid sidesteps by pure reflex. It isn't strength, it's precision born from sheer survival. Pain fuels fury, and the hominid knows the fight is far from over.
The ground itself betrays them, forcing both hominid and hunter into new positions.
Eyes that evolved to hunt in the dark now lock onto the lone Neanderthal male with chilling clarity.
Painful branches cut the skin, but inside the maze, the predator cannot move as freely.
Evolution gave the hominid hands and thought, but tonight, the plants fight alongside it.
Its balance falters, a tiny moment. But for a hominid, tiny moments shape futures.
Not a warrior's blow, a survivor's. Quick, brutal, necessary. Even apex hunters meet nights where strength drains into fear. A final gamble peeved for predator and hominid alike. Gravity becomes the silent third fighter, deciding fate with indifference. Gravity becomes the silent third fighter, deciding fate with indifference. Gravity becomes the silent third fighter, deciding fate with indifference. Muscle and bone surrender to physics, granting the Homo habilis one final chance.
Its power remains terrifying, yet fading. A titan slowing beneath the night.
A simple tool, a fragile being, ending a monster carved by evolution's harshest rules.
Every generation of hominid must earn its tomorrow, and tonight, the cost was heavy. Prehistory rarely crowns heroes. It preserves survivors, and this hominid now carries a story